Good morning. Well, having a flashback moment today. I'm thinking way back. In fact, my first job after university. I've been to many interviews. I think it was over 10 anyway. Back then, you kind of applied for a job as a fresh graduate, and I went to Manchester University. It was pretty good, and I would say maybe half of the applications ended up in an interview. So I guess over 20 jobs got me 10 interviews. And back up in Manchester, having gone to many in the southeast of England, I ended up at Thomson Marconi in Stockport, or the outskirts of Stockport. So quite a surprise after going to all of these around London, bearing in mind I was living in Devon, to end up in Stockport again. So that was pretty cool, actually. I still have many friends in Manchester, and it was really nice to be back and getting paid. My immediate boss was called Steve Oldham, and his boss was Dave Parrott, and we were in this group. It was kind of human-centered, called Human Factors, in fact, and our job was to do prototypes of the submarine displays that could then be used for trainers and things like that. I think we did one submarine and one surface ship. I think it was for Australia, the ship, and it was all kind of X-Windows stuff, and mostly C, but they were transitioning to C++. So I remember prefixing class names into the methods. So they became a bit long, but, or functions as they would have been called back then. And so it was easy to refactor it into C++ should they have wanted to. And I think it was about 10 or 15 years later when the submarine launched, God knows when. I just remember being surprised that, oh yeah, I worked on a part of that, kind of. The trainer for it, not the actual submarine. It was quite an interesting time. I think I had to leave because my student loans, or student loan repayments, became too high for my salary, and I couldn't get a pay rise there, so I had to leave to get a pay rise elsewhere. So that's what it was. So that was kind of chapter one of my career, really. Quite an interesting time. It would have been around about 1999, I guess, onwards. So some years back. And we actually had books back then as well. No internet was allowed. It was a defence facility, so yeah, we looked things up in books. And no AI, just books. Not much test-driven stuff back then, but yeah, lots and lots of data being displayed on graphical displays. Yeah, it was an interesting first job, and got to mentor one junior as well, so that was nice. And a few trips down to the southwest, where they also had another office. Yeah, so that's video one. First chapter. Next chapter would be Telica. And maybe I'll do that tomorrow, maybe later today, let's see.